This question asks us to find the average value of cosine of 2x on the interval from 0 to pi over 4. So, I use, boom, there's my formula that I use for average value. It's 1 over the width of the interval times the integral, the definite integral on that interval. So, my a and my b are 0 and pi over 4. So I'm going to write 1 over pi over 4 minus 0 times the integral from 0 to pi over 4 of cosine 2x dx. So the first thing that I do is to kind of take care of this fraction here. I know that the minus 0 is going to go away, and how do I divide by a fraction? Well, I multiply by the reciprocal, so I'm going to get, instead of 1 over pi over 4, I'm going to have 4 over pi. Now I'm going to do some of the integration. So maybe I'll open a parenthesis just to kind of separate those things. So for the cosine 2x, well, it integrates to, I know that sine of 2x is going to derive to cosine 2x, and I'm going to have to put a 1/2 out front. You personally might have to go through a u-sub process to get that 1/2, although you might be able to figure out without doing that. Anyway, I need to evaluate that thing from 0 to pi over 4. So first thing from this point you should notice is that this is going to cancel with this, and I'm going to have a 2 up top instead of the 4. So I'm going to get 2 over pi times, and now I'm going to do my parentheses for evaluating this thing here from those two values. So I'm going to plug in pi over 4 to sine of 2x. That's going to give me sine of, well, double pi over 4 is pi over 2 minus, when I plug in 0, I'm going to get sine of 0. Now I just have to evaluate those guys. So I've got 2 over pi times, alright, sine of pi over 2, I like to think of the unit circle, that's pi over 2, sine is the y value, evaluating this, so that gives me 1, and then I think unit circle as well for the sine of 0, and I think what's the y value there? Well, it's 0, so I get 1 minus 0, which is 1, and when I multiply that, I simply get 2 over pi. So that's the average value of cosine x on that interval.